All right. We have a couple of life-saving awards. I believe we have the police chief Gutcho giving two life-saving awards for officers Matthew Hart and Patrick Conrad. Is that correct? Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate setting aside a couple of minutes for us to recognize a couple amazing acts of service this evening, in addition to your proclamation. So if you just bear with me, you know how I hate to dominate a village board meeting. I would like to say that tonight's awards are especially meaningful because, as you mentioned, we're honoring them during National Police Week. This week gives us an opportunity to reflect on the service and sacrifice that comes with this profession. But it's also a reminder to recognize the outstanding work that our officers do each and every day as they continue to show up, serve others, and make a difference within our community. In this profession, as a department, we have made a deliberate effort to recognize exceptional work of our people wherever we can. Too often, some of the very best work our officers do happens quietly, often in the middle of someone's worst day. And then they move on to the next call without expecting any recognition. But those moments matter, and I think they truly deserve to be acknowledged. Tonight that is exactly what we're going to do. This evening, we're recognizing two officers who, in separate emergencies, acted with professionalism, urgency, and skill. In both cases, their actions directly helped save human lives. These are not the moments that remind us. These are the moments that remind us of what our officers do each day, and it's just as important as everything we recognize during Police Week. And it's an ultimate reminder that sometimes the quiet differences that we make in everyone's lives sometimes mean the difference between life and death. Tonight is an opportunity for this board, this community, and our department to thank the officers who bear the weight of this responsibility and always step forward in times of crisis. At this time, I'd like to ask officers Matthew Hart and Patrick Conrad to please join me. Thank you. For exceptional professionalism, decisive action, and outstanding devotion to duty, Officer Matthew Hart is hereby awarded the Life-Saving Award and Medal for his actions on March 27th, 2026. After being dispatched to a medical aid call, Officer Hart arrived on scene and was immediately flagged down by a female who was yelling for help. Without hesitation, he retrieved his medical equipment and entered the residence, where he later located an adult male lying unconscious on the bedroom floor in cardiac and respiratory arrest. Recognizing the gravity of the emergency, Officer Hart immediately initiated life-saving measures, including CPR, and continued those efforts until the Antioch Fire Department arrived. Through his swift, sound judgment and decisive actions in the face of a life-threatening emergency, Officer Hart directly contributed to the restoration of the victim's heartbeat before he was transported to the hospital, where he was treated and recovered. By his actions, Officer Hart directly contributed to saving a human life and brought great credit upon himself, the Antioch Police Department, and the village of Antioch. Man. Film professionalism, decisive action, and outstanding devotion to duty, Officer Patrick Conrad is hereby awarded the Life-Saving Award and Medal for his actions on April 2nd, 2026. After responding to a medical aid call, Officer Conrad arrived on scene and immediately retrieved his emergency medical equipment. And upon entering the residence, he encountered an adult male who was purple in color, unresponsive, and in respiratory arrest. Recognizing the severity of the emergency, Officer Conrad immediately initiated life-saving measures, including CPR, until paramedics arrived and assumed medical care. Through his swift response, sound judgment, and decisive actions in the face of a life-threatening emergency, Officer Conrad directly contributed to the victim's resumption of spontaneous respirations prior to his transport by ambulance to the hospital, where he was treated and recovered. By his actions, Officer Conrad directly contributed to the saving of a human life and brought great credit upon himself, the Antioch Police Department, and the village of Antioch. Thank you both for your service, your professionalism, and your representation of our department and our community with great distinction. Again, please join me in congratulating Officers Hart and Patrick Conrad. And I would just like to note, although I will not name names, both of the lives that were saved are in attendance with us this evening. So again, let's thank them both.